and another chance today to, pretty
That's all
much
it takes.
refute some of the
Wow.
nonsensical rhetoric that you went
Wow,
on with
Empress.
last week.
That's all
I
it
gave you a
takes.
whole week to think it through and come back, come back correctly this week. All right. I brought a friend along today because she's very opinionated,
Okay. I can
quite
deal with opinions.
opinionated, and I think she could help to settle our score and balance, and level the playing field when it comes to
Ooh.
last week's topic. So for all of you that are just joining, last week we had a young lady who brought to my attention, and she basically was asking for um, collectively our opinion. So she was quote unquote dating a guy that, and women tend to do this a lot. They see the relationship sometimes for more than what it is. We read things wrong or we see what we don't see, right? But we convince ourselves that we see it. Follow me now, Ariel, because a lot of times women will be with a guy. He just sees it as having fun, but because he's consistent, he come to your house every day. He eats your food. He asks you what you cook. You know, um, he sleeps over. He even want to help with your child's school fees sometimes, or maybe even he wants to help with homework. He displays some very positive attributes that make you think maybe I really is his girl. 'Cause a lot of times you don't come out and ask, and men hate when you do it, when you say what are we. So a lot of times women don't ask, they just assume based on consistency, based on the vibe. And a lot of times the guy is just vibing with you, but he don't really see you as his girl. You feel me on that? Welcome, by the way. Welcome to the
Welcome.
show.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Right. You feel me on this, right? Let's talk woman to woman first.
I feel you on that, but honestly, I'm on the devil's advocate side of things.
How so?
Because to me, I feel like if a man is willing to do all of these things, but he isn't willing to put a title on it, that still paints a clear picture.
That what? What's the clip? Stop
The
dancing.
clear
What's the
picture.
clear picture?
The clear picture is that he ultimately does not want to be with you.
Ooh.
He is doing these things to make sure that he is comfortable
Mm.
in his spot, that he can
Mm.
always come around.
So
Can
you see it for
talk
what
to
it is.
me?
Hush. So you're saying to me, without asking him, what are we?
hmm
Right? Because you choose not to ask him that for whatever reason. You are telling me you personally will see it for what it is because he hasn't. Suppose he's shy. He don't want to say, "Hey, Ariel, you want to be my girlfriend?" Or, we going? Or I don't know how he would say it.
But this the thing. Why not ask him?
Who
You
are we?
okay?
I would
The Valley.
Really, Beats? Really?
no, but for real, I would ask him when I get to that point that okay, I feel like we reach a certain point where we could either go further or we would be stuck at the same level. If he hasn't come forward and made the choice to ask me, then I would ask him. And I would be like, hey, um, what are we doing? Where do we
See,
go
yeah,
from
see what
here?
you that what are we doing? That's a turn off, dude. You don't want to say what are we doing? That still equates what are we? Who are
Yeah.
we?
But
Dolly?
if he's turned off by me asking what are we after we done been doing XYZ for XYZ amount of time and we
Put your
didn't
hand
have
down.
this amount of experience and that amount of experience, then clearly he isn't a person for me.
Okay,
Or
so
clearly
she's
he
one of the
doesn't want
smarter ones.
anything.
She's smart. A lot of women don't think like that. They are just so wowed at the fact that he comes by every day. He warm my cooking. He put gas in my
Well,
car.
listen,
You
you know they
Lucy.
say, but if you find a donkey,
All right then.
Ooh. Okay, Beats, talk. Go ahead. Go ahead. Knock
Nah,
yourself out.
Empress, I just have to say that I'm hurt that all it takes is a few, unpopular opinions, and you just cast me aside. But just for that, I go on extra.
Oh,
Um, I just think that it is a crying shame
mm-hmm.
that this young lady gone and try to guilt trip this man into a family just because she want that good police officer's insurance.
Bro,
She mean to do
listen.
that for him.
Do
She
not come.
just
the
because he have that
Obviously,
good
benefits.
government job.
It's the
She
benefits.
she mean to do that. She said,
I
"Yeah, baby,
can't-
on a pill." What you mean?
I can't believe. No, no, no. So let me give some more insight,
Yes.
because last week you guys are wondering. Oh, they dying laughing already. Everybody wanted to know how it go, right? So you made a clear indication that maybe they didn't use protection. So here it is. I got the full story. I spoke to her and I asked the very pertinent questions. So the first thing is they did use protection. However,
Broke.
it broke.
Mm.
All right. And unfortunately or fortunately, sometimes all it takes is one shot. All right. So this is the one shot. So here it is. They plan to do it carefully, right? But it broke. So now nobody's really at fault. If anything, we could fault the dude, because maybe if you were a little more gentle, then
Maybe she liked that kind of stuff.
it
though.
doesn't matter. But the point is, we're two consenting adults,
Yeah.
and something unfortunate has happened. So we're both responsible. How are you going to now look at this woman and say to her, I ain't on that? How?
Well, yeah, honestly, that really changes the whole thing for me now, because I feel as though, nah, you're gonna
And,
say
he,
this
and
sound
his,
crazy.
his rebuttal is, by me providing the prophylactics, it means that I wasn't on the churn run. I was
Okay.
trying to be careful because I don't want this.
But were you though? Was that the same prophylactic that you had in your wallet for 3 months?
Good
Because
question.
if it was that one,
And
you
beaten in
set
the
it,
sun.
In the
you
sun-
set
in the heat,
yourself
yeah.
up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then too, honestly, sometimes you gotta just be real. Sometimes there's divine intervention.
Right,
Because
right,
if
right.
I go outside my way to be protected,
Mhm.
right? Listen, I hear this. I go outside of my way to be protected,
He was in the
Jesus.
prophet voice.
and then it break.
It must be God.
And then, by all the odds, you
Yeah, you gotta get.
receive my seed and bring forth fruit. You can't
Yeah,
cut down a tree.
question.
That, yeah.
Yvonne says, sound like the condom, old and dusty for real. My God. No, but for real. So now a lot of men tend to want to run away from responsibility. How is it that he can say, I ain't on that run, and totally remove himself from the equation? And here it is now, baby comes, because she decides to keep baby Ariel. And now she's trying to, I won't use the word pressure him, but ask of him to be a part of this child's life. Is she wrong? That's the question in any of it.
At the end of the day, she is not wrong. It's a child. It's a whole human being. And the thing is, if it only required one person to raise a child, then it only would require one person to make a child.
Hello?
However,
Go for the however.
some would say that if he indicated from she found out she was pregnant, if it wasn't too late, and he indicated that he didn't want a child, then maybe she should have do the the
No,
legal
no, no.
stuff.
Her people, they strong in the church. No, child.
Or child.
And them things don't happen.
That's not an option.
Them things don't happen
Happen
in the Bahamas.
Yeah, they'll-
you feel me? So
He's a
you know,
Christian
so-
country, Christian nation, God
yes.
fearing.
Hello. So you understand that's not an option.
Amen.
Not an option. All right. So now that the child is here, is he wrong first and foremost for talking about I ain't on that right?
He definitely wrong, because you can't sit down and make a child and then decide that you don't want to.
And then
Take it.
not only that, when you decide to engage in such activity, we all know
There's
that
always
it's
a
like
chance.
buying a car. There's
Mhm.
always, there's a brand new and you tear off the plastic, right? Still, something can malfunction.
Empress, yes, I mean, that is true.
Okay.
But here's the thing. This is why I won't give him straight up wrong for saying I ain't on that
Thank
run.
you. I was wondering if your neck was going to crack. Go ahead.
Listen, self-preservation is the most basic of any human instinct. And I can
What
be
are you
real.
preserving?
What, I try
He
to
should have
Preserving
preserved
his
he
life.
should have preserved
Empress.
his sperm. How about that?
Exactly.
The three
How
of
about
us
that?
know
Really?
for a fact that
Uh.
being a parent is not easy. It's
You
not.
gotta
It's
get
a
yourself-
great
you gotta get
blessing.
yourself.
It's a great blessing.
It is.
And
So bless on.
I would, if I had to
Exactly.
choose to be a parent again, I would make that choice, and I would. But for someone who's approaching this for the first
Oh,
time,
I don't
no.
care.
no preparation. I didn't know this
We
was just a Tuesday.
No.
I just wanted to clean my car and go ride.
No.
And now I
Right,
find
no,
out
right.
Now I find out
Right.
I's a daddy. That is a big shock, and things like that
Beats,
take
listen to me and listen to me
time.
Get him,
good.
get him.
Take
Listen to me and listen to
time
me
to
good.
be digested.
Everybody who is of consenting age,
Yeah,
everybody knows that once you lay down, there's a
Mhm.
possibility for all kind
Kind
of things.
that's true.
Yes,
Pregnancy
yes.
isn't even the worst thing, the
No,
worst
it's
possible
not.
thing. So at the end of the day, if you ain't on no baby run, then you don't need to be having sex.
Okay,
Ah.
and like I said to Empress last
You
week,
don't. No.
everybody that steps into a car knows that getting into an accident is a possibility.
Yeah.
But when you
So
jump
you
in your
die,
car,
but
your
exactly,
first thought
no.
is, "Boy, I ain't going to go crash."
Yeah, but you
No,
take the
but at the
chance
end
in
of the day-
driving, don't
Okay,
At
you?
the
then.
end of the day, if you
But
get in
but
an
when you
accident,
crash,
have to
nobody
live with
jumps
it.
out of their crash and like, "Oh, well, I guess I gotta fix it now." Oh well,
Yeah,
it's
do.
it's
you
whoa.
do.
Yes.
Okay,
It
It's
is
whoa,
still
what am I
whoa,
gonna
you
do?
still come up with a solution to
Yeah.
now how to move forward with this car, whether you could fix
Yeah.
it or what.
Exactly. I'm not judging this young man by his momentary reaction of
But
I'm
his
not on
moment,
this run
excuse me,
because
his
that is
momentary reaction
human.
has been now a whole year.
Oh,
A whole
no.
year.
The baby
That's
is
not a reaction.
that's 9 months plus. Okay, you had more than I'm gonna take a break right here. This is Free of Mind on a Trapsy Tuesday. We're gonna find out what's happening traffic wise. We got our eye in the sky traffic report, followed by more Free of Mind right here on the Star. I had to turn off your mic. I just see your face.
I like how you switch your background on me, A whole year. That's so strange.
That's a whole year.
Exactly 12 months.
A whole year.
Exactly 12 months from she found out she was pregnant.
No, what I'm
Not
saying,
12 months since the
9
baby was
months.
born.
No, it's 9 months
Mm-hmm.
for baby to come
Mm-hmm.
to fruition,
Yeah.
right? And now there's 9 plus the baby's now a whole
3 months.
3 months.
Uh-huh.
So there's your year. And he's still iffing and butting and battling how this happened. Bro, if
Oh,
that
no.
happened, bro,
If it's been more than a year and he hasn't made any sort of effort,
none.
then yeah, no, use a deadbeat.
So now she's talking about
Absolutely.
carrying him to court, but his thing is, oh, you can't carry somebody to court who did not want this. And I'm like,
What you talking
can
about?
he? Is he serious?
I didn't want to buck up into your car. You can't charge me for that. I didn't want to. You mash my
But
car,
you do
bro.
it regardless.
Okay,
My
so
car
here's,
mash.
No, but
here,
here's the
here's,
thing, you
excuse me,
proven your
ma'am,
own point.
here's my voice of reason. This is my darling Wally. If you have not met
Hello.
Wally,
Hi,
you
Wally.
gotta know Wally. Wally, you don't know her?
No,
You don't. Wally, you don't know Ariel?
I already.
Listen,
I
Wally,
never-
on,
Wally.
you
Wally on
never-
my side, okay?
Hold on. You've not seen Visage lately?
No,
Oh, that's
having a
why.
homebody.
Yeah, I forgot you have a baby. Okay, you're
Aw.
perfect for this topic then. So this young lady got pregnant. Right? They were trying to be
Discreet.
protective
Okay.
and unforeseen circumstances. Now that the gal get pregnant, this dude talking about he ain't for that because he tried to be careful and it didn't happen, so that's on her. He didn't want to be a part,
That's possible.
right? He don't want to be a part of this.
It is 90% protection.
Right? But not only that, if she want to be rough on him, she could remind him how rough he was on her. Why that possibly broke. You feel me? Then let's get down and dirty now.
Miss
Okay.
Griffey?
All right. Hey. So now she's what he say, if you decide to keep it, that on you. She kept the baby. The baby's now 3 months old. She's asking him now, the baby, yeah, bro, like you had a whole year to get over your flurries, right? Baby need pampers. I ain't on that run. Now she's thinking about taking him to court because although he ain't signed for the baby, that's the next thing now. He ain't signed for the baby. Right? So this is where the law gets into play. But Beats' argument is that
Watch this.
I'm gonna let Beats tell you. Here we go. I want you to listen to this rubbish.
You want me till we come back on there?
We
Or?
on the weekend now.
Okay.
I want Wally to hear this rubbish you running on with.
Hi, Buffalo Pins. We're keeping it fresh. Yo, what up? It's your girl Sierra with the most hits all day.
Keep it locked.
Star 106.5.
Star 106 hits. Welcome back. It's a Trapsy Tuesday, and we have unresolved business from last week. The fire starter is in the building, the one and only DJ Beats, who pretty much in this particular instance is speaking on behalf of the man in question.
I, I,
So I brought a voice of reason to listen to the rubbish that you're running on with today so that he can bring some clarity and a real mature perspective to this topic. Because remember now, this is human life we're dealing with. This is a real life situation. This is somebody who has asked me to present this to you, the listening public, for some clarity. So go ahead and tell Wally what you were running on
I don't
with.
even know where to start, Empress. You've
Yeah,
been
you
going
go.
on this. You want me to go on the 1 year part?
Yes.
All right. So what Empress has a problem with is that I said that to find out that you are now a father, that is a serious that is
We
a
are
that's a
we've all
whoa.
felt it in this room. We've
That's
all
that's a
felt it.
whoa.
Exactly.
Now to add on to that, to say that you're now a father, you're now responsible for a child that's tied to someone that you really didn't have that much of a connection to begin with.
Stop.
Like you can't stop me in the middle of the
Stop
thing.
right there. Stop right there, because this is what I need to understand. Yes, no, for real. We have young girl children. You have young boy children. Listen to me. The question is, why is it that men and women decide to lay with somebody that you do not see a future with if something was to happen like this?
Because they
Exactly.
bored.
Survey says, go and do it. You are bored.
Because
One more
coconut
time.
rum exists.
One more time.
No,
Because they
No
bored.
TV. BPL
No
off.
TV.
no
Car
Netflix.
turn off and there was nothing else to do.
The beach, go swim, read a book.
They do it in the water.
I used to do it their
Oh,
job.
God.
I,
I can't wait.
what Abby say? Blame it on the water.
No, for real. Like, no, seriously, I think we need to teach our children. No, real talk now. I ain't playing with you now,
Mhm.
right? That when you engage in sexual activity, know that there are several things that can happen, right? And one of those things is procreating, right?
Mhm.
You want to, because I can speak from experience. I don't know about you. You too
Yeah,
could
I-
speak from experience
sure.
where you've had a child with somebody that if you could turn back the hands
Amen.
of time, hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
you wouldn't. You love the child. Y'all can't. Look how they look at y'all better fix your face quick.
No, I
If
go
I
straight
could
You
get
to
don't
the
know
another-
video.
nothing of what I speak of,
No.
right? Pete, say it quick.
Huh?
You know nothing of
I
what
don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. All right. So I'm saying that when you decide to engage in this activity, make sure it's with somebody who is A, deserving, B, somebody who, that if something was to happen, you can foresee a future with this
But
person.
you realize that's the responsibility of the woman, right?
I can knock you out.
You want to knock out for real?
I can knock you out.
Because
Wally,
ain't
'cause
no way
know
you
what?
just say that on
He-
Beyonce internet. No way. No way.
He did. Why? How so?
Because
We are the receivers. I get it.
I understand, and you're all in a deeper position than men. And honestly,
But why
it's a
is that?
fun thing to do. Just in case you all don't know, it's very fun,
Yes, but it
and you
comes
want to
with
do it all the
responsi-
time. However, because the gravity of sex and the proliferation of it in the Bahamas, because it's a common thing.
Yes, I
Baby,
agree.
it's no longer
Sacred.
we ain't wait until we get married no more.
No.
That ain't a common thing. So if you're doing it, you're having it there. Women can protect themselves. It's almost impossible in 2023 to get a woman pregnant who don't want to be pregnant.
But they used protection. The protection
Not
broke.
enough.
So what are you saying? Double up?
Double
why
up
he couldn't-
coils,
why he
pins,
couldn't-
shots, pills. You got everything.
No. But keep in mind, let
No,
me just
no.
inform you
Hold
real
on.
quick. A lot of people cannot, and will not take the shot for several reasons.
To that
The
same
same
point.
thing with the coil. There's some
Then
repercussions.
you
Hold on.
still must carry
One
yourself
moment.
accordingly.
Wally,
now, I will
Wally.
not sit here and say
Wally.
it's only the woman's fault, but I'm
Okay.
saying two women who wants to go out there and have good times and fun with random Joneses off the road.
Wally.
No, but
Wally, I get one moment.
Go ahead.
Wally, I want to rebuke, rebuttal, whatever.
rewind
point.
and come again. Go ahead.
Because in no way that's possible. You saying it's more the woman's responsibility? That is not so. Because here's the thing now.
Go ahead, get them.
Here's the thing. I can make 3 points, right? The first thing is birth control isn't always protective. It's not always safe for women. A lot of
I
women
agree.
use birth control and they end up having things like PCOS. They
Damn,
end up
get
having
'em,
things like
get 'em.
ovarian cancer, fibroids,
That's
all
right.
those coils, all those things.
Can't
They're not
agree
good
with
and they're not
everybody.
natural.
That's right.
That's my first point. My second point
Get
is that a woman can only help get pregnant once a year. A man can make a child every single day of the year. Why is it more my responsibility
Get 'em.
to protect myself than it is yours? I could get pregnant once out of the year.
Can I answer?
Only once.
Go,
What's
go.
maybe twice?
Watch this. Watch it. Wait for
Come
it.
on.
Wait for it.
Supply and demand. You
can
you
get
have you have
uncomfortable.
I'm
I
just
don't feel
saying,
covered.
when it comes to men, especially men's of a lower quality, they ain't really got that choice. They trying to
they
get
with
in
you,
wherever they can
wherever
fit
they
in,
with
wherever they can fit in, bro.
Like,
Okay,
You mean
anywhere.
in any?
I
are
would
you
go. I
being-
would go as far to say that any woman could have any man that they want.
And then you have men like Wally, in particular, who feels, and there are men like Wally who feel they can get any woman they want to.
Yeah, but that's different. That's different. I special.
Rare case.
Let me finish my point. Wally.
Oh,
So, like
man.
I was saying that, when as a guy, when you find out that you're responsible, you got somebody pregnant, that is a big blow. I'm not saying that to detract from what women are going through, because I, as a man, I can never fully understand what it is you guys go through.
Exactly.
All right, and it's a lot. However,
And
I
it-
don't think it's also, appreciated that as men, we go through something too when we find out that you're about to be a dad. It is a mental hurricane, those moments, I'm pregnant. When
So
you hear that for
felt
the
like
first
Wally?
time,
You did?
You have to take that moment of
How long did it take you to come to grips that you're going to be a dad?
Yeah.
Whereas we're reminded every time the baby do a little bump, a little
Exactly.
hot burn,
From that first little
we
butterfly.
different.
No,
Tell me how
It,
long
it
it
normally
took
takes me about 2-3 months to adjust.
you. Okay.
2-3 months
So-
of mental gymnastics and thinking how this could fit. What if this happened? What if that happened? What I could do here? I need to make more money. I need to do this. I need to paint the bedroom. All type
But
of
watch
randomness
this.
is popping in your
It
head.
take you 2-3 months to adjust. It takes us 9 months for our body to adjust, and most of us, our body will never be the same afterwards.
So maybe you shouldn't get
So
pregnant.
that's more than a mental adjustment.
What do you mean?
just to cover from Wally, like you said, with women, you guys have a constant reminder that, hey, I have a child. You have that feeling in your stomach. You
We
have
still
that
have
kick,
it.
that
Even when
heartburn.
the child is
With
grown in
men,
high school, we still
Imagine,
feel it.
Mhm.
Empress, is like this. Imagine me telling you that you have an island that you have to take care of.
Okay.
You can't see this island, but it somehow it's gonna come here
And you
one
know
day.
it's coming.
You know it coming,
Mhm.
but you have to. There's nothing
You can
you
do.
can do
Mhm.
except for prepare.
How you think we
That
feel knowing
weight?
that this island is coming? This
Yeah, but
being,
you get
this
to feel the island. It's physical.
It's okay,
You can
and that
touch
makes
it.
it worse. You know how freaky that is.
I wouldn't
Exactly.
argue with you on that. I wouldn't
Y'all
argue with you on
what?
that. I wouldn't argue with you on that.
Don't
Let
argue
the
with
baby
me on
scream-
that.
Let the
No.
baby kick and the foot come all the way
But
out.
can
That's
we
right.
both
Stretching.
agree that finding out that you're going to be a parent is a mental hurricane for both genders?
Yes, we
Okay.
can agree.
And all I'm saying is that the young man, when he found out that it taking him a year, 12 months
Mhm.
to fully process that and come to grips and decide that, hey, I want to be a part of this child's life, I would not falter him if within 12 months, if he's able to come to his senses and say, I'm going to
But
do
he's
this.
still
12
holding
months and
firm
gone.
on the
Nah,
fact
if it's
that he
more than
didn't
12
ask.
months, you're looking bad.
And then you have
12
some,
months
you
and
have
gone.
another point on it too, though. He from day one said he was not interested
So why did he want to have sex with her then?
because sex is fun, Empress. He
No,
was bored,
Wally,
current was
Wally,
off.
stop saying that.
Come on, understand the purpose of sex is not to make a baby. Allegedly in
Who
the
said?
Bahamas now.
Said
No.
God
No.
said.
No.
God
So-
said. Don't
so-
let me tell you
so
what
you
God
want-
said.
you
You know what the
paid.
church said.
Hold on. So basically, you telling me is the only time y'all have sex is to
I'm married.
sire a child.
I'm
No.
married.
Watch it.
No,
Watch
the
it.
only time
Wally,
to have
Wally,
sex is to
Wally,
sire a
here's the
child.
thing. Watch this.
Yes, sir.
In nature, on the whole, everything in nature has to procreate, whether it's
Yes.
asexually or whether it's
Hold
with
on,
something
hold
else.
on,
Hold on,
hold on.
hold on,
Let me
hold on.
pause.
No. God just gave humans and dolphins the ability to enjoy it. That's the difference. But if the purpose of sex is to procreate,
Okay, so
when them
humans
dogs
and
do it,
dolphins.
they're enjoying
I
it.
can say humans and dolphins are the only one who have sex for fun,
Mhm.
and the man was having fun, and he probably made it clear I was having fun.
So are you blaming her for allowing him to have fun?
No, but
Okay.
I think she should have been the one mentally prepared that this dude ain't gonna be here.
So even though they tried to be careful, right? They did use protection.
Yeah, things happen.
Things happen. That's
Things
my point. So how is it that this young man is not owning up to the fact that things happen? We did this together. We were having fun, in your words, together.
You know what? We could wrap this all up in one simple question. If he found out halfway through that it broke and he continued, you got to be there, bro. But if you didn't know, then I could, okay, yeah.
No,
How you gonna know?
Anyway, exactly. Either way, what are you talking about?
How you gonna know it broke?
But
It's on you.
I explained that one off here.
I'm taking a break right here. Hold it. We're taking a break. This is Free Your Mind on a Trapsy Tuesday. Oh my goodness, the roundtable talk right here on the Star. Stay tuned.
But for the record, Empress,
What's loyalty program?
that gal, you see him, right? That gal,
Yeah, I'm done.
no, that boy wasn't into this. She should prepare and mentally put herself in a position.
Yeah, but
to
in her
move on.
mind and in his mind, yeah, we having fun, but we using protection.
Yeah, okay, Empress.
Okay, so
Empress.
they both went into engaging in
Let me-
sexual intercourse. Both of them had that peace of mind that we are being protected.
Empress.
Biscuit, you need to jump in on this, gal. This one. When you
Oh,
should
Same
bring Wally
topic
in.
from
Huh?
last week.
Empress,
Yes.
let me put it this way. If me and you get in the car to the club
Right.
and the car break down, we didn't plan for the car to break down.
No, we didn't.
But now the car broken down.
Right.
In that moment, we both have a decision to make.
Are we gonna push?
Are we gonna push? We can try and fix it, or we can walk. However, the man decide I go walk. She decide she go push.
Literally.
Literally.
Wow.
So
Y'all
hey,
are killing
I
me.
I'm not sitting here saying the man deserves a medal.
Oh, they loving y'all today. Hold on. Here we go. Star 106 hits. Welcome back. Free of Mind. Roundtable talk on a Trapsy Tuesday. Biscuit is now in the building.
Hi.
And yes, Biscuit is here. Biscuit, you were here last week when Beats decided to
I
run up my
was.
blood pressure. But nevertheless, we brought Ariel along, a little voice of reason. Wally, of course, who's always, I just adore Wally.
Chaotic.
All right. They're both of the opinion still, Biscuit, that the woman still had control in the matter. Okay. We both know that I don't know if you knew from last week, but they did use protection, and unfortunately, it just didn't work. So they're both responsible.
It broke.
Man, I read it broke. Yes. So does that make any one
I
of
know
them
breaks
more
sometimes.
responsible or less responsible than the other? Because remember now, collectively, we're doing this together. She knows that he is not necessarily here for the long haul because he's made it kind of clear, right? But yet there's something good about him that she likes. So we're going to use protection, and he's using it. He's consented to use it because, you know what, I like her. She cool and all, but I don't see a future. So here comes the unfortunate situation, the breakage, right? Now she's pregnant. Who is at fault? Who is at fault? Because
Trojan.
or Ryder or
company.
whoever.
Whatever
Right.
thing
All
that
right, but
they
like
use.
everything else, nothing is 100%.
They ain't checked the expiry date
Oh,
on that. I know
Lord.
those things have expiry date.
No, but if it's the expiry date, it would fall under him. I'm just saying.
Well, it
If
depends.
he
Women
brought the
buy
condom,
too.
if he
Before
brought
you
it-
buy, you have to
Yeah.
always check the expiry date.
Right. So women.
Whoever
Hey,
purchased
leave
it.
Biscuit alone. This is her alter ego. Leave her alone. All right. So the question is,
Things
could now
have
Beats is
Oh,
saying that the
oh.
guy, should be
Yeah,
excused
they
because
have
it's
that.
such an emotional roller coaster for him who did not want. Go ahead.
I don't think he should be excused. I'm not sitting here saying he should be winning no trophies or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably a horrible person.
Mhm.
However, he has a choice.
How does he have a choice when he chose to have sexual intercourse with this woman? You have to know that there.
break
If
it
you
in
go on
two.
a roller coaster,
Mhm.
right? There's a chance you might have a heart attack if you have a weak heart, right?
But you choose to ride the roller coaster. However, if the roller coaster hop off and start driving down the street, you can decide to get out. This was not what I planned for. I didn't plan for no church. This is not why we're doing this.
You can't get out because it's
No,
private.
no. This is not why we do. But in doing this, there is a possibility.
Exactly.
Don't tell me that you didn't plan for this. The fact that you decided to engage in this, you need to know, and you do know as an adult, that there is a great possibility that something can happen.
However, based on the small snippet of the story I've had
These
so far,
howevers.
I know abortion technically illegal in the Bahamas, but did not he heavily imply that in the beginning?
He asked, those things don't happen in the 242.
No, they don't.
It's against the law. And no
Yes.
doctor here does it.
No one.
Okay, no
Mm-mm.
one
Ever.
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 All right.
Mm-mm.
He did say to her, maybe you need to take a trip, and she decided no. She decided no.
Then
Is
that
he
was
going
her
to pay
choice.
for that trip?
Of course,
Is
he
he
probably
paying
would.
for that trip?
He
You
probably
don't know
would.
that.
He probably would. No.
We would
Because
say he
if
probably
you
would
tell
take
me,
care of the
if
child that
if
he
you're telling
accidentally
me to take
created
a trip
and he
and you're
didn't.
not paying for the trip,
Yeah, but
then it's
who?
issue.
It doesn't matter who's paying. Y'all missing the point.
If-
We in
if I-
this together. We did this together.
If I don't want no kids and I don't have
you
no
won't
money,
have sex.
I can find money for that.
No.
You can find money
okay,
for
this
that.
brings me to next week's topic. Should a man be dating if he's broke?
Ooh.
Tune in.
You
Okay.
invite me back.
Yes, you can come back for that one. You can be here for next week's. That's next week's Tuesday's topic.
No, but moving on from them creating the baby, at the end of the day, the story is that the child is now here. The child is 3 months old. So he had 12 months from he found out,
That's
which
right.
is 1 year from he found out that she was pregnant. She went through
Get
the
it
whole
together.
pregnancy and then had the baby. Now the child is here and he is saying that, well, I ain't got nothing to
I
do with
didn't
that because
plan
I
for
say
that.
I ain't want no child.
Yeah.
So
pretty much.
no, not pretty
I
much.
think if men don't want to have children,
You
don't have
shouldn't
sex
keep it
then.
in there.
I feel like it. Or get
Don't have
vasectomy.
But it's
Get a
so fun.
vasectomy.
Well, then be
vasectomy.
prepared to take on the consequences.
That's
of
right.
fun.
Get them, biscuit.
You
Get 'em.
know why when you do certain things they tell you to sign an insurance waiver, like if you're doing an extreme sport,
That's what you got to do.
because they
now.
know for a fact that I know if I jump this bike over this ramp, I can break my leg.
Right.
I didn't plan on breaking my leg,
didn't want
and
to.
people have done it, break their leg, and then turn around and say, "Hey,
Let's do it again.
you ain't tell me I was gonna break my leg. Pay me money for
Right,
my
they
doctor
sue it.
visit."
Yeah.
So
they sue it.
So you
Beats,
sign.
what you saying is that
You
now
should sue the
when
girl.
when
Maybe they should have
not
signed a
what he's
waiver
saying.
before they do it. Maybe
I
people
just
should
wanna
start doing
say-
that.
so
Yeah.
Beats, you are saying when I get this
Sign.
man and he comes over and we go to do the thing, I should be like, hold on,
Sign.
I got a contract. I want you to initial here, sign here, and date.
a date.
There's an after
Don't forget
that.
the date.
The date is
So
important.
in case of breakage, you have to take care of the responsibilities of what comes after.
Wow. No, but I'm serious. I am serious.
Yeah.
Something that may need to be implemented.
But Empress,
There's an after that though, for
You
real.
got you got to
I'm
do a
serious.
discussion like when you on the plane and the plane about to
They
take
laughing,
off.
But I'm serious.
no, there is an actual pre-sex app where
Yeah.
each person have to.
Do you think the Bahamas
Yeah.
would ever get to that? The way you say it's so
Mm.
much fun and we're all here for the
No.
fun of it.
But
Exactly.
again, look at your numbers.
Mm.
Look how much single parents
Mm-mm.
give birth
It did-
every day in this country.
True.
Look at the household demographics. You have a circumstance where sex happens, and for some reason, something has happened with two younger girls. Minimum thing is 16.
Mhm.
Well, it should have been to me 18.
Long time.
Mhm.
But that's the whole
That's
other
another
topic.
topic, right?
But this is more a problem of socialization in general than this guy have a problem. Mind you, he could go to court. They could tell him bring $25 a week, and that could be dead.
That's another topic for another day. AJ says, I don't think they knew. I don't think they knew that it broke while, yeah. So they probably found out after the end of the ride. In addition, you cannot demand a woman to abort anything in her body because she has the right to not subject her body or the component that is in her body to abortion.
I agree, but then she have to live with the consequences of her actions.
Yeah, but we did this
You
together.
also
I
have to
should
live
be
with
calling
that.
on you for help. You were there having a good time with me. I remember the smile on your face. Hello.
the sweat dripping down.
The sweat dripping in my eye. What other beats?
The moan.
Did you hear biscuits?
Period.
Right. So how is it now that you are going to take yourself out of this 1+1 easy addition, this simple equation. How are you going to do that now that,
I don't
problem arises?
I don't know, Empress. How could you decide to put us in this position that I
You were
told
in the
you?
position
I tell you
too.
from jump, I wasn't on that run. I gave you a way to get around it. You
How
chose
no,
not
no, no.
to
Explain
take
to
that
me
choice.
how you could not be on that run, but you're in the run.
Very, very simply, I'll go back to the car accident analogy.
No.
I hit your car. I tell you, I can pay to fix your tail light. You say, oh, no, that's straight. Now the police pull you over because your tail light break, and you want me pay the bill? If I offer to pay, if I offer to fix your tail light, I offered you, I think I was gonna pay for it. You chose not to get it
Thank
fixed.
you, AJ. If I drive a car, I am aware of the things that can go wrong with driving the car. Although it's rare for me to get in an accident, I still have to be prepared that in the event that I do get in an accident, what actions am I going to take? That's the same thing with
And there
sex.
are-
You don't,
That's
you're
right.
not expecting anything to go wrong, but you must be prepared
Yes.
that if it does, you have to accept.
Yes.
So you try to tell me this man ain't never been in a hit and run?
Oh
No. Yvonne says that it's not about demanding for an abortion. The woman made the choice to keep the baby for a man she know wasn't looking for nothing serious and continue with the risky choice of keeping this baby for a man that showed her Six Flags is a theme park. Wow, Yvonne, really?
I like
Wow.
that. I kind of like that though. I get what he's saying. Because we want the man to be more careful with the person who they decide to lay down with if they know that they ain't interested in, potentially starting more with
Being
her.
there,
But
yeah.
you want the woman to do the same thing. If this man giving you red flags, like don't just ignore them, or don't just think
Don't
a
turn
lot
a
of
blind eye to it.
exactly. We date for potential sometimes.
Hold on.
Go
God,
ahead.
y'all
You feel
make
like-
it seem so such gravity. People just have sex with strangers, They don't know each other, but they're having sex no less.
Well, they're silly, in my opinion, to take that kind of risk with your life.
Yeah,
Very much
Right?
so.
So
Yeah,
get me on that.
So literally, he wasn't even risking the baby. He's risking a bunch of things in the process.
Amen.
I agree. But in the same vein, in his mindset, I'm willing to take this chance to get this one thing. I only want this one thing, and I want the rest of that.
Give me that sweet thing.
That's all he wants.
Right
Right
now. Big up Elkin.
I quote the great Elkin 360. All right. So I think in to wrap it up, wrap it up. Right. In wrapping it up, I think we need to, especially as parents, because we have to look at the next generation in terms of what it is, what knowledge are we imparting on our young people, our girls, our boys, everybody in this equation. Because at the end of the day, I think we have pretty much minimalized what sex is and what it's supposed to be. It's turned into an all you can
Yeah.
do a ride all you can want theme park. You know what I mean? Where it has no real meaning. So that when situations like this arise, what's that?
That's just me.
Arise, then we have situations like this that we'll have weak men who just want to run away.
Yeah.
Final words, Beats.
Is he weak though?
He's
He
weak
is very weak.
because
He was man enough to put his
He
foot
is
down
very
from day
sassy.
one.
he wasn't man enough to walk away
He is
from having this fun, because fun can cost you. It's
That's
the same
right.
way
Yes.
if you have your boy children, right, and they're in high school and they decide that they're gonna duck school to go smoke in the bush, gamble, smoke weed, drink, whatever they're gonna do. Even though I did not smoke with you, right? The fact that I left school, guess what? You're just as guilty.
Yep.
You feel me? So
Mhm.
all of y'all getting suspended just because, all right, it's like being an accomplice. I didn't go in and rob them, but I was sitting in the car. I know of a story where a young man gave away his life because he literally was just sitting in the car. He did nothing. He wasn't the driver. He was none of that. He didn't drive the getaway car. But yes, his behind went to jail too. Why? Because you went with them. Knowing or not knowing, you were with them. So you're just as guilty. I say all of that to say, if it is that you are going to engage in sexual intercourse with somebody that you don't see a future with, you're wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Should we license sex?
Yes, you should have
Like
a
you have
license.
to license to get it, and basically You can't do it without your license.
Right. I like that idea.
Well, they already have.
So you have to
one.
do like a
It's called a
driver's
marriage
test?
license.
How do you apply?
It's called
They do like a
marriage.
test
That's
or-
right.
How do you apply for this?
It's called getting married,
It's
Biscuit.
called marriage.
The thing is, people ain't want to get married, but test driving.
Okay, another topic for
Another
another day.
topic
We want to
for another
thank
day. I never knew that.
So
Ariel.
what if you get pregnant on the test drive? Then what?
Exactly.
This is
We
what-
end up here. We end up here.
And then and then you look at your car. and
Right
you
back to
realize
square
your car
one.
ain't a BM, it's a Beetle.
Real, it's the wrong beat. Yeah.
Not even a Beetle, a March.
You know, jeez. Folks, we've come to the end of another Trapsy Tuesday. Stay tuned. Of course, you know what happens. Top of the hour here. Your Drive at 5 comes with yours truly and DJ AI. Stay tuned.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, Lord. Marcy, are you laughing? Huh?
Remember
A
it.
beetle. Yes.
This situation, all of them like that. A gal knows she's getting us at.
Wally.
You know,
Understand
understand?
what I'm saying
You have
to
to look at two different time points, Empress. It's two different time points. It's pre and after. Up to that point, whatever they was choosing for and how they get together, they was together. And when that diversion happened, she look at him and say, he coming back. He coming back. He coming back.
Why are
He
you trying to
coming
make it
back.
sound like she
Like she
planned
tried
this?
a plot, exactly. Set him up.
She might have planned it, but
I
she was planning for him to
So
change.
you're telling me that she
That ain't a guarantee.
You're trying to tell me that she poked holes in the
Not
condom?
wanted him.
No.
Not wanted him, but
She wanted him to stay around and be a better man.
Yes, but
after
they
the baby
both
already
used
made.
a condom, meaning they wasn't trying to get pregnant, Wally. They
exactly.
wasn't trying to pull out. This
Well,
wasn't no
she-
less time.
she-
Let's rhythm this up.
Make sure
This
you
wasn't
have
no
this
rhythm
right.
band.
You know, you use a condom, you also use plan.
I feel as though us using
Always
the
have-
as a
always
means
have
and trying to help
two.
them.
So the fact that they
Two
decided
options.
to
Find out
use
that you're
something
pregnant
says to
after
me
that,
that
and
at
I said,
least
okay,
there was
I'll
an
pay for you.
effort.
No,
This wasn't a okay. I gotta let him ride, and okay, we are part of the rhythm band. It ain't that. They were trying.
no. Again, an Empress. I understand they was trying. I understand all of that. But the point comes is,
If
it happened.
if he wasn't so rough, maybe.
It happened.
So it's still his fault.
No, it happened. You never know. She could have been on top. Anyway, it happened.
True.
And since it happened, he made his stance clear. His stance was very clear. I ain't into this.
Marcia, really? So there are a lot of sexless marriages. Yes, child.
There are
There are.
a lot of people.
That's
Child, that's
But
another
yeah,
topic.
continue.
No, he made it clear. I am not into this. And understand the fact
If
that
you
he
ain't
made it
into it, then don't be into it. How about that?
again. He was into it up until this point. People have the right to change their mind.
No.
Empress, how much radio station you wait for?
Not
You done
for
changed your mind like 700 times.
Thanks, Wally.
Wow.
Just put perspective.
Wow.
Put it in perspective, why don't you? Yeah.
You're right
When
to
it
change
comes
your mind.
to
I feel for him
procreation,
though. I feel for him.
Just the start's not going your way doesn't mean that you need to quit.
Exactly. You done in this.
Which was the
far.
choice?
You done in this
Again,
deep.
you made your
You know
choice
what is
when
getting
you
really
went
why
in and
when
you did
this is
that.
getting really nasty? When the child becomes something and then these mother effers want to step
yes.
up, right? And be like, oh,
My son.
you know, that's my seed. Right. Push up.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
No, a lot of times this happens.
Mm.
A lot. I've seen
lot of
it,
times.
seen it
So-
a lot of times.
Sometimes men, you know, the new
Okay,
thing
so
nowadays
pick
with
up
men
and
is they be like, I won't put a baby in you. That's the new thing nowadays.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
So hold on.
no,
You just I
Hold
like
on.
you like that. I just want to put a baby in you.
no,
Yeah.
no, you
Let me give
missing.
you one, baby.
The
Or
trick
give
is,
you one,
Empress,
baby.
a man will say anything.
True. Just
Anything.
Give me that sweet thing.
Child, I consider that a threat on my life. Don't tell me that.
Anything.
That's how sweet you is, Kel. I put a baby on you. Really?
Yeah.
Baby. Just
I can take care of it. I just want you to get.
No, sir. Not a day like it. Ah.
But I feel for the poor man and the girl. But the only
The
person with
man.
truly
Glad you say the man.
The man.
And the only
Listen,
person-
you know the good thing she have in this entire situation is that he's an officer. He's an officer, right?
allegedly.
Beats just said
Oh,
that. He ain't no
oh,
officer.
okay.
Ain't no
Oh,
good
Oh Jesus.
government job.
Oh,
insurance, No. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. Thank you so much. All right.